And once again, I'm Steve Lates. We're back at the Troy Traffic Jam with my dear friend Mark Lieberman and Jeff Nowicki. And I just met you moments ago, but I see a beautiful display you've got here. Tell me a little bit about what you guys do.
So again, my name is Jeff Nowicki from Nowicki Autosport Design. This is our Concept 8 Stingray Corvette. So essentially what this is we take a Stingray and we turn it into basically a Z06 with Corvette. So we have different carbon fiber pieces, but also we have these flares on the vehicle that grow the car, so you can put a 335 Michelin tire in the back and a 285 in front. But we have all different accessories that are either a la carte, or we can actually build a car for you, or if a dealer sends us a car. And we've got some marvelous partners, as you see on the front here. I used to be a professional race car driver, and I've been moved into kind of a brand ambassador role. And so we represented all these different activations, and being here at the Troy Traffic Jam is one that's really huge for us, because we do a lot of, besides meeting a lot of people, a lot of data collection here, and we give away survey questions, then they get a really cool t-shirt. But it's really a lot of fun being here, and it's just really a marvelous event.
And I got to tell you, this is a beautiful looking car. It's got a kind of a mean look to it. It looks fast.
It is. This one here actually has a 675 horsepower stroker engine in it. So different. We take the LT2 production Corvette engine, we turn into a stroker engine. So it means different crank rods and pistons, about 625 foot-pounds of torque, and then different racing exhaust and headers. And then we do some suspension upgrades, and then this also has the big Brembo GT package, because you got to be able to stop all that horsepower as well.
Growing up in Detroit, the Detroit area, Mark and I spent a little bit of time out on Woodward Avenue. Mm-hmm. And back in the old days, you got a car that had a gigantic engine, you pointed it straight and you floored it. We didn't care if it steered or turned.
That was less important. You just had to get in front of who you were next to. That was the end of the game. Now, not only do you have the ability to steer and stop and ride and handle, but these cars think for themselves. You know, it's amazing how they integrate these computer systems, not only to control traction and braking, but all kinds of things are now being adapted into this. Do you have any experience in working with these advanced systems as well?
Well, they almost get a little too smart. So, yeah, because of the global electronics that are on these cars now, and it's called Global B. It's really hard to tune these cars now. So there's only so many people that can actually do what we do with these cars, kind of nationwide, because the OEs have kind of locked us out of the computers, and now we've had to kind of backwards engineer to be able to tune these cars so that they can run properly. So it's a little bit of a select group that can build cars like this.
Wow. Now let's take a walk back here and take a look at both. There's a beautiful cockpit here. We'll get to that in a moment. But of course, the engine is back here as God intended.
Yep.
Tell me a little bit more about that.
So this is the carbon PTR plenum. This is the air intake system here, but basically this is about a $30,000 upgrade to the price of this car because of the stroker engine. So instead of just doing like a heads and cam package, the engine comes completely out of this car, and then gets purpose built, and then gets reinstalled, and then dynoed, and then tuned.
So can you tell me any performance numbers? I don't know, top speed, quarter mile, anything like that? Or
so quarter mile, this car will do high 10s.
Oh.
And 0 to 60, you're looking at probably about 2.8. It's a really pretty impressive. I mean, with this size tire, it can really put the power down.
I think back to the days where I had a big block Charger in high school, and you stomped on it, and the wheels might spin a little bit, but it's nothing like the neck-snapping acceleration you got in this.
Well, plus he's got traction control, it's got launch control. I mean, and what Mark said too, as far as electronics on these cars now, I mean, they've come so far. We just came from the Corvette Tech Talks, and they were talking about the ZR1X, which actually has a sub 2 second 0 to 60 time. Because that is actually a mesh between the E-Ray and the ZR1, so you got electric motor up front, and so you got all-wheel drive, and you got instant grip. So we wish we could get to that with this, but we're pretty close for a base Stingray and taking it to the next level. We started this program back in about 2020 when there wasn't a wide body version of this car. So now, if people still have their Stingray, they can, and don't want to do an E-Ray, they don't want to do a Z06 or a Z01, we can do a Concept 8 package for you.
And you understand that when you're talking about something being 2 seconds or less, that's almost time travel.
It really is. I mean, it snaps your head back, so quick. Sometimes your eyeballs will probably, fall back with them. So yeah, it can get a little crazy.
Trying to maintain your consciousness.
Jeff, thank you so much for sharing with us the magic that you guys do over here. Let's go on and take a look at some more amazing cars.